What is up, YouTube? We're here with a deck profile of a deck that I'm possibly going to be playing at local soon here. This is a deck I'm going to be playing for fun. I wish it was more competitive, but you'll see why it's not in a second. This is a mill-based deck, so one of the best mill engines available in this game. Or engines, not just mill, just one of the best engines. We play the Horus. 3 Mceti to search out King Sarcophagus, 1 Happy, 1 the water ones, Dromatuf, the Earth Horse, so we play a larger horse engine than what is normally played. We actually play the Field Spell and 3 King Sarcophagus. For the most part, I use walls to search Mceti, then use Mceti to search kings. Even though wall does count as king, just to get a mill discard engine going. And these are just free level 8s to summon for link climbing or XC summoning. So the reason why this deck isn't competitive but it's fun to play. 3 Skull Servant, 3 Lady in Whites, 3 King of the Skull Servants, 3 White Mares, 3 White Prince, 3 White Bakings, and 3 Lords. So this is a 60 card deck. So if you guys don't know, Lady and Skull Servants, these all count as Skull Servants in the graveyard. King is an OTK card where basically it gains 1,000 attack for each Skull Servant. Whoops. It gains the original attack of this card becomes the number of King of the Skull Servants and Skull Servant cards in your graveyard times 1,000. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, banish one other King of the Skull Servants or Skull Servant card and resummon it. So, because we play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21 Skull Servants, King can get pretty big. Baking lets you add 2 Skull Servant cards from your deck to hand when it's sent to the graveyard. Prince sends... We have discard a card. Prince, you send a Lady in White and Skull Servant to the graveyard. Mare lets you recycle banish 1. Lord lets you summon from grave by banishing it. And also, you can discard it to mill the top cards of your... Mill your deck equal to up to the number of Skull Servants in your graveyard. So because we play 21, honestly, you can probably mill at least 10 cards, depending on how late into the turn you play the Lord. Lastly, for this part, one for one, because these are all level 1s. For the largest part of the deck, the Lightsworns, 3 Whis, 3 Baby Judgment Dragons. The new cards, Whis is a level 4 tuner. You can stack the top of your deck. You can take a Lightsworn card from your hand, put it on the top of your deck, then mill 2 cards to summon them. So if you have like a Wolf or a Fleece in your hand, you stack it and just summon Fleece. Then you summon them, sorry. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can target one other Lightsworn monster in your graveyard and special summon it. She is also a level 4 tuner. Baby Judgment Dragon here. If you have another Lightsworn monster in the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If it is special summoned, you can send 1 Lightsworn card from your deck to the graveyard, except itself. If it is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 dragon with 3,000 attack and 2,600 defense from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect once per turn. So these are the new support. 3 Wolf, 2 Fleece. When they are milled, they are summoned. When it's milled in general, when it's milled by a monster effect. 1 Lila, 1 Twilight Lila in order to recycle some banished. Recycle banished Lightsworns. 1 Raiden, 1 Minerva, more mills, another tuner. 3 solar recharges, 3 charges, This is the Rhoda for the Lightsworn engine, and this, and slowly recharge, you discard the Lightsworn, draw 2, then mill 2. So this is it for the main part of that Lightsworn engine. This is 60 cards. Again, keep that in mind, 60 cards. One of the newer Lightsworn cards that just came out, the Trap card. Aegis, I believe is how you pronounce it. Target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of Lightsworn monsters you control. Negate their effects until the end of this turn. If it is sent from the deck to the graveyard, you can set this card. So you can set it off the dragon to set it, or if it's milled, you set it. Who doesn't like having negates? One Foolish Burial goes with the entirety of the deck. One Punishment Dragon, one Judgment Dragon, and one Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Levianeer, I don't think you can search. Or I could be wrong. I could just completely misread that card. Chaos Dragon, you can't search, but it does give you an option if you open it in order to have another level extender. Judgment Dragon and Punishment Dragon, you can search with ease off the baby Judgment Dragon. If you have 4 more Lightsworn, summon him, pay 1,000 life points to nuke the field. Punishment Dragon, if you have 4 more banished Lightsworn monsters with different names, pay 1,000 life points to shuffle into the decks all cards in the graveyards, all cards from the graveyard, and all face-up banished cards, except for Lightsworn monsters. Then once per turn, if your Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 4 cards of the deck. During the end phase, mill 4 cards from the deck. The reason why you play both is because they have a fusion monster now, which is in the extra deck. So, to the extra deck. 1, Enlightenment Dragon. Its fusion materials are Punishment Dragon and Judgment Dragon. Must be fusion summoned using those 2 cards. By banishing 1 each from your field or graveyard. Field and graveyard. Once per turn, you can pay 2,000 life points to banish all other cards on the field and in the graveyards. Once per turn during the end phase, mill the top 4 cards of your deck. If this card is in its owner's possession, it's destroyed by opponent's card, you can add 2 of your banished monsters from your hand, 1 Judgment Dragon and 1 Punishment Dragon. Then you can special summon both of them, ignoring their summon conditions. So if you recycle Punishment Dragon and Judgment Dragon, then being able to pay more life points to recycle everything else. Minerva, the Athenian Lightsworn, the new Synchro that just came out in Legacy of Destruction. Lightsworns I control cannot be banished by card effects. Once per turn, if this card is Synchro, if the card is Synchro summoned, you can send Lightsworn monsters with different types from your deck to the graveyard up to the number of Lightsworn monsters used to make it. It is a level 8. Synchro requires 1 tuner, 1 or more non-tuners. You can banish up to 4 Lightsworn monsters from your graveyard to mill that many cards from the top of your deck. For the links, SP, Dark, Selene, Appaloosa, to get just link time into negates and interruption. For the Xyz, Zombie Vampire, mill deck, Monster Negate, Spell Negate, mill and draw, recycle, draw 1, stop graveyard effects, stop field effects, and another board clear. This is only 14 in the extra deck. I don't have a 15th for this deck right now. So if you have any ideas for a 15th, comment below and let me know what you think. So, like I said, this is a deck I'm going to be playing for fun. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.